Welcome back to the Survival Gardener Minute. I'm David the Good. Today's question is from Leanna T, who asks, do you have ways to do compost in a way that won't offend your city neighbors? We're so close, they say bless you when I sneeze in my back porch. Well, yes, you don't have to just throw everything on the ground or do horrifying things like I do. You can actually do composting quite easily and cover it in a way that people won't know. I didn't always live out in the jungle, and I have had neighbors before, and I've composted everything from chicken carcasses to, well, gets crazy. But anyhow, we composted in a variety of ways that didn't bother anybody. In fact, nobody really knew we were even doing it until I wrote a huge book about it, and now probably everybody knows. So if you are in the city, the biggest thing is to make sure that you don't have any bad smells coming out of the compost pile. And the best way to ensure that is to make sure you have a variety of dry carbon material on hand that you can cover new additions to the pile with. So you've got a bucket of kitchen scraps, could be anything, could be an old lasagna, whatever. When you turn around and dump that in the pile, dig into the center of the pile, throw it in there, cover it back up with the compost that's already there, and throw a little bit more carbon material on top. This could be shredded paper, this could be grass clippings, this could be old straw, though I don't generally recommend straw or hay anymore because of the various herbicides in it. But you get the idea. Fall leaves are good, particularly from trees like maples with leaves that break down quickly, fallen bamboo leaves. There's all kinds of stuff you can use to cover it up. And just having a layer, even a few inches thick, will eliminate most of those smells. They get caught in there. You can also throw just a little bit of soil from your garden over new additions, which will also cover up the smell. And the second thing you want to pay attention to when you're composting in the city is that the vermin don't get into the pile and cause trouble. You don't want, rats and stuff like that. So make sure that you have a secure pile. It can be a big enclosed bin with some hardware cloth, or I had a big galvanized casing from some sort of piece of machinery that I used for quite a while, and it kept dogs and rats and stuff out. So cover it up, make sure that the vermin don't get into it. And another thing you might want to do is just make sure you're on good terms with your neighbors, because if there is a little bit of whiff of something, and they're like, what is that smell? If they like you, it's going to be a lot easier to deal with it. So that's my advice. Keep some carbon material on hand, keep it covered. And if you don't want to bother with a pile, just dig trenches in your yard, around, in your garden areas or beneath your trees. Bury all your compost, because you're not going to smell it when it's buried. Thanks for watching. Catch me on the web at thesurvivalgardener.com, and be sure to subscribe to this channel for my daily Survival Gardener Minute, which is never actually a minute. Catch you next time. And until then, may your thumbs always be green.